Hello, how are you? My name is Adele. If this is your first time at my channel, and I thank you for coming, hit the subscription button below and give me a like and share the video with your family and friends. I would appreciate if you would do that for me. And if you would like a private reading, I answer one question free on Monday through Fridays between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and on Saturdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The phone number will be down below. And if you can't get me on the phone, you can, of course, get me through my email, which is also listed below. This reading is for Pisces. But some of the things that I'm going to tell you just relate to you totally and for the whole year. Pisces, you have Neptune in the first house. This is a very powerful position for it to be in because it's going to result in you examining yourself on a continuous basis and wondering if you're becoming too dependent on others or others becoming too dependent on you. You will keep examining yourself till you just might lose yourself and result in quite a bit of confusion. But just know that this is just your time on the planet to be asking these questions of yourself. But you're not going crazy. You're just wondering, who are you? You're just who you were before this planet came into this sign, its own sign. A sweet, inspirational, kind-spirited person that you are. I'm only going to be speaking on the houses where we have energy coming through those houses, like where we have planets there. And in the third house, you have Uranus at 5 degrees of Taurus, which is the house of extended family members and blood relatives. And that's just about what we were talking about. You're wondering, are they depending on me too much? Am I letting them take advantage of me? Just sit down and have a family meeting with these people and talk things out. You know, they'll listen to you because you do inspire them. On the fourth house, we don't have a planet there. But by Jupiter being in the 10th, reflecting down into the fourth, is going to make energy in that house as well. And Jupiter tells me that you might be trying to sell your property, some of you. And if you are, you haven't quite made up your mind because there's some things that you want to do to your home, I think, before you know that you can get a good price for it. And Jupiter will be going direct not until December. So if you're a little bit confused as to what you should do about this, especially with Jupiter and Neptune both being retrograde, having an influence over this, just kind of wait until you can see clearly what you really want to do. In the fifth house, we have Venus, and I have put a trans-Neptunian in that house, Hades, because this is so, it's aspecting Cancer so much now. And of course, it's going to be picked up by that new moon on the 2nd. So we have the Sun, Moon, North Node, all in this fifth house. And these are some decent placements for it to be for the moment, but in a little while they're going to catch up to Saturn and Pluto, which means that you're going to have some decisions that you're going to have to make. But this is a house where you can have a lot of fun with your family, the house of speculation, games, and chances. So if you want to be going to a lot of the theme parks or just going to the boat, the casino, I think you'll have some luck there too. In the sixth house, we have Mars and Mercury conjunct in this house. And this is the house of, right, for you, I'm going to say this is the house that will be dealing more with your work and co-workers. You've been a little bit disgusted here. Some of them are on the way out, so don't even fret yourself about it. As soon as Mercury goes direct, you might see a big change. You can see right at this point in your life, you don't like people that don't want to work. You want everybody to work because you feel like you're being overworked. In the 8th house, I have put an asteroid here, Athena. Athena is over in the house of other people's resources, and this will have a lot to do with maybe if you're not going to sell your house, you might be trying to refinance or get a loan. This is a good time to do it. Just wait until, and if you're in the deal already, it just means that your documents and your papers are not quite right. And as soon as Mercury goes direct, which will be about the 2nd of August, everything will be straightened out and cleared up. We got Jupiter at the midheaven, and of course this is the house of career and credibility and what people think about you. And people think pretty highly of you in this time period that we're going through, and they will be thinking that way for the rest of the year, because guess what? Jupiter's going to be there for the rest of the year. Jupiter in this 10th house also tells me that you might be getting a promotion on your job or a leadership position. And that's a good thing, because this is what people are thinking of you, that you're dependable and very well thought of. In the 11th house, we got the South Node, we got Saturn, and we got Pluto in this house. Pluto is going to be also hit by this new moon, because it's going to reflect over in that house. So you want a new beginning with some of your friends and some of your friendships, and that's not a bad thing. As it goes, when people come into our lives and when it's time for them to go, it's just time for them to go and for us to move on. But of course, don't make some hasty decisions, because you are very, very confused about these friends. But you know who they are, and you know what you have to do in order to straighten some of the old responsibilities that you have felt towards them, and the loyalties that you have felt towards them, which you feel that have not been reciprocated. So Pisces, share with your friends and your family. Have a good summer, and I will see you again. Make sure you come back to the channel. If it's not a reading for you, maybe a reading for someone else, so just come back and see me sometime. So until then, have a good summer.